I still remember the tear that ran down my face the day I was taught a Fibonacci trading system. After years of struggling, after years of losing, I began to win immediately. So that day was truly a life-changing event in my trading career. But since then, I've now combined price action trading with Fibonacci retracement zones. And when you combine those two factors, it can change your trading journey. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take the fundamentals of Fibonacci retracement zones with the power of price action trading to change your trading journey today. Let's go deeper. So before we dive deep into the strategy, let's talk about some problems, right? What's the number one problem with trading? While you're trading, what's the number one thing you have to get right? Anybody know? The number one thing you have to get right is the direction, right? If you can't consistently determine what the market is doing, and when you say that, you mean which direction it is going, you're going to be in trouble, okay? Now, the market can only do three things. Let's always remember this. The market can either trend up, trend down, or move sideways. That's it. It only moves in those three directions. But you know, the market can be so choppy at times. Sometimes it can trend up, then turn on you. You know, it can be very volatile, whereas you can't tell what it's doing. All right. So it's easy for me to say that the market only does three things, but it does take practice. It takes getting your chart hours up, okay, to be able to really tell what it's doing. All right. Because you have to get the direction right. If you don't pick the right direction, you're basically dead in the water. And so in trading, one of the main problems that you have to solve is how to be on the right side of the market more times than not. All right. And that's exactly what Fibonacci retracement zones give you, because the whole premise of a Fibonacci retracement zone is that the direction has already been established. All right. We're trending up. OK. But trends only go so far before they correct themselves. All right. And so, you know, you're trending up. And then that correction is coming. So what the Fibonacci tool does is it helps you gauge about how far that correction is going to go. Typically, it's kind of common knowledge throughout the trading industry that most markets will retrace 50%. All right. So a 50% retracement that's like a normal trend. That's regular. They say about the 38% level is a strong trend. OK. And then there's that golden ratio, which I love to take entries off of, where the market just seems to turn there quite a bit. Okay. So what the Fibonacci retracement is doing is it's helping you pick the correct direction. All right. Because it's already been established that we're trending up. So what you're really doing is you're waiting for the retest to play out before the trend starts again. So if you were just to use Fibonacci for just that alone, just the direction, you will be on the right side of the market more times than not, because as we'll probably be able to show later in this video, the market loves to move back 50% and then the trend continues. All right. It goes right in line with what I teach as with price action with the market cycle and the rule of two. The market loves to move in twos. So you'll get a trend up, trend break, retest. That's a two-legged move. Okay, that's a two-legged move. It's also a market cycle. My market cycle is a trend up, trend break, retest. Okay, so that goes hand in hand with Fibonacci. All right, it's almost the same thing. It's just another way to look at it. But that Fibonacci is trending up. You get a retracement, and then the market continues. That's a two-legged move. So it's all price action. Okay, but the thing about the Fibonacci is it helps you be on the right side of the market, right? Because many people who are going to counter trend trade, they get trapped in that retracement, and that's not what you want to do. Okay, you don't want to get trapped in it. You want to wait that retracement out and then get back with trend. So the very first thing, and the reason why I like Fibonacci, is because it helps you pick the direction. All right. So now after you have the direction of the market, what's the next problem that most traders face? The next problem most traders face is when to enter. Right. So you know the direction, you know you're trending up. When should you enter the market? That's another problem. That's another major problem with day trading that every trader has to face every day. So the beauty of price action trading is that what price action trading is, you know, we only use one indicator, the 21 EMA, and we're not really using it for entries, but we're using it. It also helps with direction. But with price action trading, the most of price action trading is setups, right? So like I have a lot of setups. I got a second entry long, second entry short, higher low, lower high, which I call the wifey trade. There's rally based rallies, there's drop based drops, there's range fades. So price action gives you a ton of entries that you can take in particular market conditions. Okay, so this is why knowing the context is important. So basically will work like this when you're trying to combine the two with Fibonacci. So say you get that Fibonacci trend up, right? You get that trend break, right? You're coming down, or excuse me, you get that retracement. You get that retracement, you're in the 50% zone. Now what do, right? Now this is where you can take price action and you look for a price action entry, because that price action entry is gonna really be the signal that trend is about to continue. So when you combine Fibonacci with high probability price action entries, now you have a trading strategy. Okay, now you have a high probability system that you can use to take high probability trades. And understanding price action setups, you know, is that second piece. It's that key, because you got two problems when trading: picking the right direction, knowing when to enter. And Fibonacci and price action solves both of those problems. Okay, so if you've been digging it so far, please hit that like button for me. We're going to, of course, go over to some charts now. I'm going to show you exactly how to draw the Fibonacci retracement zone. Then we're going to see if we can find some examples that also had a price action entry. And you know, there's several ways you can do this. This could be a scalping strategy. This could be a swing strategy. And that's the beauty of price action trading. You know, there's something for everybody, for every type of trader. You can get in on this. All right. So we're going to go over to some charts right now, and we're going to check out how to properly draw a Fibonacci retracement zone and then look for a price action setup. So let's go over to the charts. All right. So we're on the chart. So I'm gonna give you a pro tip right out the gate, because people struggle on drawing the Fibonacci, and it's understandable, because it's kind of like, where do I start it from though, right? Where do I start the fib from? Where do I take it to? And again, like anything else in trading, it takes practice. You know, it takes practice to get used to it, to get used to doing it. But as a pro tip, what you want to look for, and again, this comes in with using the 21 EMA. The 21 EMA is the only indicator you need. It's the best. It does so many things for you. It gives you direction. It helps you see trend breaks. The best entries are on, off, or around the 21 EMA. And I'm definitely gonna have to do another video going into the 21 EMA. But what you want to do is you want to be able to look at the EMA. Okay, let me slow down. Sorry. Here's the pro tip. You want the EMA to look like a hockey stick or a check mark, however you want to see it. Hockey stick, you know, or a check mark. Both of them, that's how you want the 21 EMA to look. And you want to draw the fib from the top of the check mark to the bend of the check mark. That's just a quick pro tip on how to draw the Fibonacci, or where you want to draw it from. So when you're looking at a price chart and you're trying to figure out, man, where should I draw this fib from? Draw it from, find that hockey stick. Here it is right here. See that? That's the hockey stick right there. Or the check mark, however you look at it. You know, hockey stick, check mark, it's right here. See it? Trending down, trending down, trending down. Boom, here's the break. That's the hockey stick. So as far as prices, look, trend down, broke higher. That's a trend down, trend break. Or a trend down in the beginning of the retracement. You see it? So here it is right here. And the 21 EMA will show it to you all the time. Now that we got that, let's draw up a fib. Okay. So on NinjaTrader, it's the platform I use. The fib is right here, Fibonacci retracements. Okay. And I'm gonna go from the top down to where? The bottom of the hockey stick. Okay. Here's the hockey stick or the check mark. So I'll draw the fib from the top as far as I can go to the bottom price, the top price to the bottom price. And that's going to put our, so we have it drawn correctly. Now let's find the 50% zone. The 50% zone, you know, actually can, the 50% zone is going to be right through here. Okay. So now I can take this, I'm gonna take the fib off. So here's the deal. Once you get into the 50% zone, now you're looking for price action entries, okay? Because we already know that we're in the sweet spot zone. We want to start coming out. So let's just look at all the price action entries that you could take once you find the fib, because you know the fib gives us the direction, right? We had a trend down, we had a retracement. We already know we're going lower, right? This is what the fib has done for us. So the fib has done its job. It's told us that prices are going lower. It's told us that we're in a downtrend. So the fib has already done its job. So now it's just time to look for price action entries. And there's a bunch. There's a bunch. Here's a high. Push down, came back. Here's a lower high. You could go right here. Now, I'm not gonna go over which is the absolute best. I'm just gonna show a whole bunch of entries just so you see how price action and fib can go together. You can go right there, 1 point scalp, 2 point scalp, that's a win. Your stop. Now, on all these entries, let's say that our stop goes above the entry candle. We're not just gonna, now I do a certain type of scalp and I do a certain type of swing trade, but that's not what this video is about. This video is just about showing price action entries with Fibonacci. So let's just say that every entry we take, we're putting our stop one tick above the entry candle. And we'll see if how these boys work out. All right, so you can go right there. We push back, we came back hard. Some may see this as my red, green, red scalp setup. Just say you go right there. Okay, now we're trending down. You get another one. High, push down, lower high, decent signal candle, broke lower to the one on the left. Not great, but if you take it, it wins. Okay, then you get another. Now this is too far away to consider this a high, lower high, but man, that looks good. But I ain't gonna mark it. You know, just because it worked don't mean I should mark it. All right. Then count from this bottom. Push up, first entry, push up, second entry short right there. Again, remember our stop will be one tick above this level. So even though this one came back, it didn't get you. Boom, that's a win. All right, then you get a high, push down, lower high right here. Where was I at? Lower high right here. Boom, you go right here. Again, your stop would be above this candle. Easy scalp, never came back. All right, then from this low here, push up, first entry, push up, second entry short. Go right here. Bam. Again, easy scalp. Easy scalp. Then again, you get the high, push down, lower high. You can put your entry right here. Bam. Easy scalp. Whew. Easy breezy right there. Came up, then we dropped. Then we got another low. Let's count it up again. Push up, first entry, push up, second entry short. You can go right here. Oh man, this is the one here. This is probably the cleanest one. Trend, push up, first entry, push up, second entry short. Humongous signal candle. Broke lower than one to the left. This is beautiful. Boom, drops. Got another low. Push up, first entry, push up. This signal candle does out. I'll be honest. Only way you take this one is if you go here when this candle breaks lower, because this signal candle does it out on you. So there's a very high chance that you missed this one. All right, there's a very high chance that you missed that one, which is just unfortunate because it was a runner. But if you're just patient, you got a low here, push up, first entry. You can't go here, even though this is a beautiful, can't go, that's just a first entry. But look, it doesn't make a new low. So you got to push up, first entry, push up. You go right here on this beautiful second entry short, came back under the EMA. Again, your best entries are on, off, or around the 21 EMA. You take this second entry right here, boom. Now let me just go a little bit deeper on these second entries. All the second entry is a two-legged pullback. Look at this pullback here. pull back 1, tried to go lower, couldn't, pull back 2. So that's 2 attempts to go higher and you couldn't. Also, you can see this is a high, lower high. Everything is saying take this trade, not to mention we're clearly in a downtrend, right? I mean, at this point, I think we know the direction of the market. We're clearly in a downtrend. So you're taking every beautiful setup off the 21 EMA. So this here is nothing but a 2-legged pullback to the EMA, but it's a push up first entry, push up. It's a beautiful second entry long. It's a lot bigger. See, this one here is a second entry long too, but this one is a lot smaller. See, they can be small, they can be big. The key is to understand that once you have 2 legs back, 2 attempts to go higher, try to go higher here, couldn't, try to go higher here. That's it. That's all that matters. It made 2 attempts back. That's a second entry. You go off a beautiful signal candle. This one here is a bigger one, made 2 attempts back, couldn't go no higher. You go off that beautiful signal candle. So that's it. So check it out. Just because we understood context, just because we used the Fibonacci to point us in the right direction, then we were able to take price action setups heading in the right direction to make, I'm not gonna say to make easy money, but this would have made some pretty good money. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 scalps right there. I mean, if you was going 3 points on all those, and all those would have got you 3 points. I mean, at $600 a pop, and you knocked off 10 of those, that's $6,000 in one day. Now, I'm just saying, if you played it exactly right, didn't make no mistakes, that's what was possible. Don't mean you was gonna do it, you know. But hey, understanding Fibonacci, combining it with price action entries in the futures game where you only need to go for, I like going for 3 points, you can go for a point, or you could have took one of these and held on all the way to, this is a massive drop. Massive drop. What are we talking about here? Let's just say, let's say you got in here on this one, okay, and held on to the end. That's 57.83, holding on all the way down to, let's say you get knocked out right here at 57.43, 40 points, people. 40-point drop. Let's say you just did one contract. Let's say you was only at one contract on that. You make $50 a contract, so 40 times 50, that's $2,000. If you was just at one contract, if you was at 2 contracts, that's $4,000 just from entering here, doing nothing. Okay, so if you want to pass a funded challenge where you only need to get to $3,000 profit or $6,000 profit, combining Fibonacci with price action entries is definitely a way to get that job done. All right, so hey, guess what? If you liked this one, hit that like button right now for your boy. I greatly appreciate it. All right, I greatly appreciate it. But this is it, Fibonacci combined with price action trading. Hey guys, if you want to learn more about price action trading, I'll put a link in the description and you can check that out. I also did a masterclass on Fibonacci not too long ago, so check this series out. It'll give you everything you need to know about how to trade Fibonacci retracement zones. Until next time, my name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye.